Cassie, what's the problem?
I don't know.
You're shivering.
I'm okay, Josh. I'm fine.
You know what you need? You need a nice hot bath.
No, that's nice. But,
No, you do, sweetie. I'm gonna go start the water
You don't
running.
have to do that, Reva. You really don't have to do that.
I know I don't have to, but I don't want any arguments from you. And what's up with you? You're not acting like yourself either.
I'm just concerned about your sister, that's all.
And that's why I love you so much, Joshua Lewis.
What did you say?
That I love you, Joshua Lewis.
I love you too.
Good.
You know what, Cassie? Things between you and Hart, they're gonna work out just fine. You just have to be patient, that's
Wait
all.
a minute. What the hell was just going on between you and I?
What do you mean?
The way you were touching me, standing so close to me. What was going on, Josh?
What?
If I didn't know better, you were getting ready to kiss me before Reva walked in that door.
Mom, just don't provoke.
So, now, you can't pin this one on my brother, can you? Or did he escape from jail, come and wreck my house, and then slip back in between the bars?
Ken didn't do this.
Ah, finally, someone from the force is making sense.
Mom, take it easy, all right?
You were so sure he did this because he was the easiest answer. Well, guess what, Frank? He didn't do it. And apparently, neither did Annie, since she is dead. So, I guess you two are actually going to have to do some real work now.
I think you should get a hold of yourself.
I think you should have listened to me from the beginning. I told you he was innocent.
Mom.
You picked on someone who couldn't defend himself. You two should be very proud, very proud. Now I have an editorial to write about the Stalker case. You can count on being prominently featured.
I'm sorry, Frank. I'm sorry.
I understand.
She's had a really rough time. I mean, with Meg and Fletcher gone, and then all of my problems with Ross dumped on her, and Ken being thrown in jail. She's just been a wreck. And now she's a victim of the stalker.
You don't have to explain anything. It's okay.
She was going to her AA meetings. She wanted to quit drinking. Well, I should have known that problems don't get solved this quickly.
Say that again. Well, we certainly have our work cut out for us.
We do. I gotta run out. I'll be back in a minute. Okay? Cover for me. I'll be back.
Something's not right. Something. Stalker's made a change.
What do you mean?
It's the first time that a victim's been tapped twice. It's strange, Blake. Serial criminals, they usually don't change their MO midway through a spree.
Yeah, but this person is sick. Who knows what's going on through their mind?
I don't know, but something's just not right.
You still watching that game?
Yeah, it's gone into overtime.
All right, I'm gonna take my break now, okay?
Hi, David.
Hey, Selena. Are you sure this is a good time?
Yeah, it's a good time. I mean, I'm on a break. When you work 2 jobs, a really good time is hard to find.
Well, listen, did you bring your book with the names of your,
John's? You don't have to sugarcoat it, David. John's is already sugarcoating it, actually.
Okay, John's.
Yeah, I brought it. It was really hard looking through it. Trying to put the names with the faces. I'm so not proud of all this. It's like taking a step back into hell.
Well, listen, did you figure anything out?
Well, I've done my best in narrowing down some of the names. And from the date the doctor gave me when my baby was conceived, the father has to be, should be, one of these 4 guys right here.
Do you mind if I copy these down?
No, go ahead. It's gonna help me find my girl.
Okay, well, listen, Selena, I need you to do something for me. I need you to try and remember as much as you can about these guys. Maybe they told you something about where they're from or where they were. I know it was a long time ago.
No, I mean, that can't happen. It's not like we had intimate conversations, you know.
You gotta tell me something.
No. When I try to put it together in my head, I keep coming back to one name. This guy right here.
Well, tell me about it.
So where were we? Oh, yes. You were talking about how you haven't thought about Blake. Why don't you tell me what you haven't thought about her?
Well, I haven't thought about the fact that she and Ross are over.
Really? So soon?
It wouldn't last.
So does that mean you're back in the running?
She came to me.
Why aren't you happy?
Well, she wanted me to represent her in her custody battle against Ross.
And what did you say?
I turned her down.
Good. Who does she think she is? In my next life, I want to come back as the wild woman that everyone thinks I am. I want to break up marriages and string two men along and just damn the consequences.
Well, her kids are her priority.
Oh, you've got it bad. You are defending her now?
So I have a thing for mothers.
Look, I told you she was attracted to you because you were off limits.
Yes.
She likes the chase, and when the chase is over, she wants to start another one.
Yes, and you also told me I was attracted to her because she was my brother's wife.
Admit it. You haven't been refused by very many women. I mean, you are pretty hard to resist.
True.
I bet you've always been a ladies' man, big man on campus in college, dating all the cheerleaders.
Actually, my undergraduate years were not exactly my happiest years.
Well, I've been racking my brain. I mean, it was over 20 years ago, but there was this one night around the time when my daughter could have been conceived that this group of fraternity guys from nearby college dragged this really sweet kid in to see me, kind of on a first time experienced woman kind of thing.
A gift for their friend.
No, I don't think so, though. It was more like some kind of mean joke or ritual hazing. And he was a freshman. They were picking on him. They were older, and they were really getting their jollies about how embarrassed he was and how scared he was to be there.
Oh, he was nervous about seeing you.
Well, yeah, but more than that, I had a feeling that he was nervous about me seeing him. Because he kept putting his hands up to his face, and when the boys pulled his hands down, the whole side of his face was like really badly scarred, like from some horrible fire. You know, the Phantom of the Opera guy? I mean, he didn't even want to stand in the light.
Poor kid.
Yeah, and these guys were definitely not his friends. They were making fun of him and calling him all kinds of names and really being brutal. So finally, I just made this big fuss over him, like I'd seen him there with some of the other girls, and they had talked to me about him and said how good he was and how he had this rep for being this like stud.
What did the frat guys say about that?
Oh, well, they couldn't believe it. They were flabbergasted, but I finally convinced them, and they finally left. And the kid thanked me and started to leave, and I wouldn't let him. And I told him that I knew what it was like to be different, and that I really liked him. And, you know, would he stay, please?
And he stayed.
He certainly did, and stayed, and stayed. And I really remember it because I didn't charge him. And that was the first and last time in my entire career that I ever did that. No, I don't think I'll ever forget him.
All right, everybody's got to calm down. This is what's going to happen. You have to make sure that Drew and Michelle are never to be left alone, all right? Ever. Done.
How?
Okay, we got to camp out at my log for a little while. It's got the best access to the stairs and the fire escape in case we need to get out a little quickly. Okay?
So Michelle and I won't ever have to leave.
Exactly.
Okay. Thank you. That's good.
Okay, we're going. all gonna have to lay low for a few days. Let this all blow over, okay?
In the meantime, we all keep quiet, right?
No one knows and no one finds out. I think if we just watch each other's backs, we'll be okay.
It's the only way we're gonna stay safe.